gonna say live 365, just not gonna be it for today. Cause it's gonna take too long. We already 15 minutes late. Even though we're not late technically,
Yeah, yeah. We ain't on nobody time.
we ain't on nobody's dime. Let me see. Sorry,
You ain't no saint.
you ain't no saint. Chat I just kept that live stream.
I know Hunt was happy this weekend. That man probably been booed up the whole weekend.
I mean, can't do nothing. So how happy could he be?
They can take walk around the park, go eat ice cream, and do all that stuff. You don't hate ball, man.
I'm not a hater, man.
Okay.
Hater
Ooh,
of
that
men.
sounds terrible.
What's that? What it sound like?
All right. So we let us know if you can hear us on the ZMR side. If you can hear us on the regular ZMR side, then hit us up.
I
All
mean,
right.
can you hear?
You are
Slim?
okay, bam. We live and in full effect. No, we are not on the new platform because the new platform, I ain't gonna say it's tripping, but I would definitely say it has failed. So we're
Mm.
gonna say with this platform for this week, and we'll try again next week.
Oh
But
yeah.
we here. And I'll start over again for y'all. So here it is. Shalom and welcome to the Request Live Show. The reason you are Monday is why everybody else hates it. Yes, everything that y'all missed was recorded, so you'll get to hear that if you go back and listen to the show. A lot of empty space, a little background jargon, but I'm sure y'all will enjoy it. What were we talking about? We will tell you, but first, gotta introduce the mystery card. Lady V, Richie Rich,
Yeah.
and bang to the Q'dash Boogie.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay,
Oh, there you go.
and Lady of Arthurshire. Oh, I guess not.
Oh, see,
Shalom
she
to
ain't.
you all.
Saloon to you all. Is that what you said? Saloon to you all.
Shalom to you
Get
all.
you some help. So, in y'all absence, what we were talking about, um, we were talking about, and we do have some other topics for you this evening. Lady V has something that she like to share with you all that I think you would thoroughly enjoy. But we were talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner, the loss of him today, and we were saying how basically it's a reminder that no one knows your date of appointment. And that's as far as I can go with y'all because y'all be acting like darkies. But basically, like, if that
I was
man
about to ask if that's what the theme of the show today. That's all.
no, that is not the theme of the show today. It is not the theme of the show today. The theme of the show today is
Why would that be the
lighter.
theme of the show?
Exactly. It's much
We paying our
lighter, but
respect.
definitely something that notably happened. This happened after we had already planned the theme for the show. Um,
Right.
but he passed. I want to say today or yesterday. I can't remember. We found out about it today. And what we were saying was basically like if this man knew he was gonna die on that trip, he would not have planned that trip. And
Right.
how some people claim to have premonitions of their death. I brought up River Phoenix. River Phoenix is Joaquin Phoenix's brother. Many people may not know him because he died when he was rather young, but you are very familiar with him if you've seen the movie Stand by Me. He was the main boy character of that movie. He was killed by um never raise somebody from the dead before you sick. He was killed by overdose of drugs. It's believed that he was actually murdered or killed, whatever, however you want to say it. Because he had went somewhere and gotten sober for a little while and started thinking consciously. And he realized that every time he got around certain people, they would influence him to do drugs. So he was trying to stay away from those people. And his sister and his brother that night were trying to get him to go to this club. I cannot remember the name of the club, but they were trying to get him to go to this club. And when he went to the club, of course, that's where he got drugged. But he was saying that he never wanted to go to the club, and they ended up feeling bad because they like really encouraged him to go, and he was like not for it. And now
When you
he's
say
dead.
conscious, like what was he started talking about?
He started talking about like you know how we say that they have agents. He started talking about he realized certain people kept him high. He
Mm.
went somewhere. I'm gonna turn the volume up, but you're going to hear an echo. That's why it's low because the echo persists. But here we are. Hopefully you won't hear the echo. You did notice the increase in volume. But
Mhm.
well he went somewhere. The echo you did notice the increase in but and when he went, his plug and the people that were around him always feed him drugs for not around him. He gained sobriety and he started to think clearer, of course, and realize things around him. And he started to become more of like a environmentalist and stuff like that. But then he got back around those people and he got addicted again. And that particular night, his sister and his brother were trying to get him to go to a club. I cannot remember the name of this club. I want to say it might be Studio 54. It was some club that was exclusive to celebrities. And they said they like to go there because it's the only place in the world where they felt like regular people. Back in the day, people that were famous were just talented people that got fame as a byproduct of being talented. Now we have people that just want to be famous and they have no talent. So
Mhm.
the club was a place for them to be normal. They didn't have to worry about anybody like prying at them or taking a bunch of pictures or anything like that. That's actually where the Pussycat Dolls were born. But not to digress, they took him to that club. Based on what I saw, he was already on some type of drugs. And then they said somebody put something in his drink and then he drank it. And once he drank it, they said he basically was like he really did not feel good. He was trying to get outside and get some air, and by the time he got outside, he fell out of the back door and died right there.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And so this is the theme of the show.
This is not the theme of the show. The sum of the matter is you don't know when your appointment is. You know what you need to do because if I say it more specifically, folk gonna accuse me of preaching. But I ain't teaching you nothing. You know what you need to do. Let this be a reminder
In case you forgot.
because Theo is gonna be like grieved for a good little while. We finna be seeing this more than the topic of the show for today. What's the topic of
Oh
the show,
yeah.
Lady V?
Took
There
me
it
a
is.
minute to get off mute. There we go. I'm here. I'm here. It took me a minute. Sorry. Um, I actually wanted to talk about something that's been trending uh quite a while. Since the day after, man. I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. I was watching the new Jurassic Park movie.
They don't
Let me
care
turn
nothing
it
about
down.
Got that
it.
cinema going in the back.
Exactly.
Yes, sorry. If you want to watch it, get with Austin and Breezy. Tell them I sent you. Anywho, um, there's a guy who's a CEO of a very prominent company. Um, why are you laughing? uh, and he was at a concert, Coldplay. By the way, their song "Viva La Vida" was like one of my favorites. But
I
besides that,
save lives.
besides that, he was caught, as the kids say, in 4K, with his
Yeah.
boo thing on the kiss cam.
Wait, you said it 4K.
That's what
That's
the
the young
kids be
folk
saying. They're
thing.
like, "You got caught in 4K." I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, but you know,
Everything is
uh,
good.
He all hugged up with some tramp. Now tell me who she was. Well, who she was the HR person of the company. Okay.
We got names
Um,
for any of these people in this company.
say what now?
We got names for any of these people in this company.
We do.
Okay.
We got some names. Give me one moment. We got the names. Let me pull up my article.
Cause they was swinging.
They were swinging back and
They
forth.
was swinging.
So we have the female who is Miss Kristen Cabot, and the CEO of the company is named Andy Byron. Okay. Now, what you guys don't know about Kristen, little Miss Kristen here, she is actually married into one of the oldest, wealthiest families in Boston.
Yes,
So
sir.
not their company, but that family made their money off liquor back in the day.
Hmm.
In 1972, their company, well, her company, was worth 200 million back then,
That's in
1972.
72.
And now, 2025, they're worth $15.4 billion.
Spoiler alert. We work for that
Insane.
company. If you didn't realize it, she worked for both of those companies.
Mm.
Insane.
Yeah, she worked for the rum company too. She was an advisor of the rum company. I don't know if she still worked there.
Now, there's a saying that says that the kobolds speak only to God because of how wealthy they are. And I guess God did not tell them by his wife or children. But
Cold blooded.
what do y'all think about this situation? Because it definitely shows me that you can have all the money you want, and obviously somebody still ain't happy.
I'll
Yeah.
say this is what I told the crew when this happened. Right. I told the crew when this happened that dude was gonna get mad at Coldplay. What happened? Dude got mad at Coldplay. How are you mad at Coldplay? Because you're in a very public place swaying with your mistress like she your teenage sweetheart love, and you don't expect that to catch the attention of the kiss cam. It's literally a kiss cam. We are scanning the crowd for happy looking couples, and
Hmm.
probably y'all look elated. So yeah, what y'all think? I'm sorry, I ain't gonna take it over. What y'all think? Because I can go on and on. If you've been on my Facebook page, you know how this has like really been tickling me.
Oh, you been posting back to back about him?
And I've been posting all types of stuff about this on my Facebook
They got
page.
so many
Sometimes
darn memes, it's ridiculous.
it's ridiculous. I barely usually post on my Facebook page. I'll post our businesses. I'll post some missing kids. I'll post like little known facts like the way your body functions and stuff like that. It's so many, and it was so fast. It was so many of them so fast. Freaking hilarious. It's so funny that corporations are even getting in on it through marketing. I've seen an IKEA ad, I've seen a Frontier Airlines ad, and I've seen an Aldi ad.
You talking about people using AI doing this though, right?
No, I'm talking, well, yes, AI as well, but I'm talking about no, these literal companies are using this for marketing. So
That's crazy.
they got the picture of a plane wing and it says something about matter of fact, I'll post it for y'all to see it. I'll post them all for y'all to see them. It is freaking hilarious when I tell you this whole scandal, because it goes deeper than just their relationship. Apparently, this whole thing kind of busted the lid off of corruption within HR because the chick that was with them was also recently promoted. If everything that I've seen on the internet is true, they say that Kristen had been getting special privileges and nobody really understood why. She'd only been at the company for 8 months. She's only been head of HR for 8 months, or excuse me, I'm sorry, 9 months. And the chick that was with them with the red face, she also was recently promoted.
Mm.
So with all of them being there, it's kind of like a situation of you know how you can kind of suspect something going on, but you can't really put your finger on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what quote unquote insiders have been saying about the situation.
So what if this has all been conspired from the beginning? They already knew they was gonna be there. It just seemed too much of a coincidence. I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, he resigned. He's no longer CEO of the company as an astronomer. He's not CEO of
Right,
that.
no, yeah, I definitely seen that. I'm just
And
saying, I'm just thinking they put somebody put this all together. Like they knew they was gonna be here. What's the odds that the camera just float on you, you and your
it has
mistress?
nothing to do with odds. Okay, it has all to do, Rich, with this is called a kiss cam.
Right.
The kiss cam scans the crowd for couples, for couples that look happy because
But
we want you
I thought
to
the kiss
kiss.
cam went on people like just like maybe two guys who went to a game before and the kiss cam would just get on you. And sometimes it'll switch. It'll be like, oh no, this ain't a couple, let's switch.
Yeah,
Cause
Well,
sometimes they will do that out of humor,
oh, okay.
but typically it's they
you
looking
got
for couples.
in
Cause
the crowd
sometimes folks be all
sway,
booed up.
in the
Mm-hmm.
crowd swaying, enjoying that Coldplay, and got Coldplay. Like what? That's crazy.
Yeah,
But see,
man.
the thing about it is, every a lot of people are saying the same thing. This never would have been viral if you just would have stuck with it. If you would not have been caught in your shame, you would have just kept swaying, gave her a kiss, and kept it moving. Nobody would have thought anything. You ducked and hid. She ran off. The chick next
Mm-hmm.
to you is beat red, shocked with a hand on the side of her face. Everybody curious to know what's going on now. Because all
Right. Now you're making the spot hot.
blazing hot. So now the internet is blazing hot with all of these different advertisements. These memes are like the internet is undefeated.
I'm
The in-
crazy. It's crazy to me that real companies are using this for advertisement. I thought you could get sued and stuff like that. Like you using
Man,
somebody's
freaking
likeness.
hilarious.
get sued for slander when it
Yeah,
has
that's what I'm
been
thinking. I'm just like,
that this is true and you have no copyright over your likeness. Anything goes on the internet.
yeah, as we see.
Anything. Now I have heard talks about two things. I don't know if it's true. One is there's a rumor floating around. He's thinking about suing Coldplay.
Oh, really?
This yes, they're trying to
Yeah,
say,
cause he was saying he didn't have Coldplay didn't have his consent.
but you
But
bought a
so who's in
Coldplay.
charge of the kiss cam? The people who's doing the concert at the time?
I'm assuming they're media people. Whoever's
Right.
swinging that camera around, and they part of the organization.
Right. I was just thinking
That's
the
just
media
that's
people.
just
I
like
didn't think they
us.
had. I thought they like they contractors. I didn't think they were part of like whoever doing the concert. I thought they contract people out. Like, hey, you come do the media such and such performance.
Now that could be true. They
It
could
But
be
could
you
be,
saying
contracted
but
trying to
out.
sue
the way
Coldplay? Then it could
when
be they
you
people
buy
then.
tickets to an event, that has all type of stipulations, rules, and whatever that you did not read. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, some concerts have it. You're not supposed to be able to have your cell phone, take pictures, do none of that. Especially in the
Right.
era of internet, people still do it, and they don't really enforce it. But the fact of the matter is, when you buy a ticket to certain events, any type of quote unquote rights you think you got, you just bought them away.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have that. That's
Yeah.
the first. The second thing is that is a public concert. It'd have been different if you would have hired Coldplay to come sing at a hotel for you and this chick, and it was supposed to be some private secretive event, and then they took a video, a picture of you, and passed it around. Then yeah, that's grounds to sue. You still wrong for being a cheater, but that's grounds to sue.
Mm-hmm.
Look like brothers. Stop. She is sick. Faith P shout out says that the adulterous couple here look like brothers.
Like, brother, that's some sick stuff.
It is, but
It's just the way that he went up under that little table or that guardrail. I was just like, why? Bro, why? Like, he was like, ho, shoot, ho. And he was gone, boy. She just turned around. Man, it's people. Well, I forgot what game it was. Maybe it's multiple games. I think it was stitched together. Um, they call it the Coldplay cam, where they what used to be the kissing cam. So they put it on two couples, and the couple are like turn away, running and stuff. It's freaking hilarious. I love it.
yeah,
So they start running. They can't get on. They just start running away from it.
Yes, hiding their faces and stuff. They mimicking them, man. It's so funny, man.
Oh man, a lot of people so shook.
it's for me. It's just the reaction of it. Like things happen in the world, and you'll get the reaction on the internet. But I don't think that we've gotten a brush fire reaction like this in a very long time.
Hmm.
A lot happened in a very short period, like within a day. When I tell you I was going through my social media feed and like 90 something percent of my feed was jokes about the situation.
They
Hmm.
pick up on that stuff so quick. I'm just
They
like, you
really
get
do.
caught nowadays, you are done.
Yes,
Internet
the baby
famous.
oil is a trip. The baby oil with Diddy.
Oh yeah, listen, that thing was going crazy. Somebody said that Family Matters one in the thread. I said, who created this?
Wait, where you seen a Family Matters one?
Remember they sent in the ZMR chat last week? It was like, you know how the family like it's the rare condition. And this thing they introduced everybody. They had Diddy and his cast.
Oh,
That thing
yeah,
looks so real though. I said,
yeah.
who made that?
Welcome to the future, people, where
Yup.
things are happening on the internet. Lady V posted on her stories here on Telegram, um, an AI video of gang grannies.
Girl, it's so many. It's ridiculous.
Gang
It's
Grannies.
so many. I'm from the ninth blood Crips, and I still. What's crazy is they look like legit somebody grandma. Like they look like a typical older black woman. That's a grandma. Like, that's what got me. First, I said, "Wait a minute." Then I saw the third video. I was like, "Okay, this AI." But the first two
Hmm.
had me. I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, wait."
What you said?
Man,
You said a story in your Telegram?
yes, it's on Telegram.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me check that out.
See, those videos are kind of taking the fun out of AI for me. Because they even though we're always supposed to look at everything with the sobriety, like you can be entertained, but don't get too pulled into it. Um,
Hmm.
with those type videos, I don't really know how to say it. I'll say they're not as entertaining. The reason they're not as entertaining is because it starts to make me wonder who made it. Like another one of our yada da had one in their feed. Matter of fact, two. Now that I think about it, the first one that I saw was a white guy. He was a car salesman. He was selling. I forgot what kind of car, but every car came with a Draco and a bucket of KFC chicken. And he said, "Hurry up while supplies last. They're on big demand." And when the camera turned around, outside the door was a bunch of monkeys. And I was like,
Good.
"This is very racist."
Hmm.
And the person that I told that to, they were basically trying to convince me of, oh, you shouldn't let it offend you. We should take control of the narrative. And they sent me videos of when basically black actors and comedians made fun of white people. One of the things that they sent was Dave Chappelle's skit, The Niggas, which for me, again, I will say my husband tells me all the time I'm a tough crowd.
Mm.
It can be kind of hard to make me laugh at racial stuff. And it's only because I think black people are hypocrites.
Oh,
Certain
they
stuff,
dish it out, but they can't get it.
correct. So like even with the Drewski video, everybody was kind of like, oh, whatever about it really wasn't funny to me, even outside of like the whole race thing.
Oh, you
But
ain't like it when he's mocking like white dudes in the hood.
Nah, it wasn't that funny to me. I think I may have laughed at the end when he came home and his parents was like, "Why you acting like that? Like that's not you," type situation.
Hmm.
But, with the whole instead of saying nigga doing the shush part and the whole white face situation. For me, I guess I looked at it from the perspective of so many people that have been condemned for having blackface. I know that Dave Chappelle has done whiteface before. Um, Shout out to Sarah. She brought up where Robert Downey Jr. actually did blackface in Tropic Thunder. And she also brought up the fact that he didn't get much backlash for it. And in considering the reason I don't think that he got so much backlash for it is because if I'm not mistaken, his character was more so like for lack of a better way of me being able to say it, more of an allegory than anything. Because they had an actual quote unquote black guy in there, and I hadn't seen that movie in a very long time. But if I'm not mistaken, they had some kind of connection that kind of made Robert Downey Jr.'s character make sense to where it didn't, to where it wasn't offensive. Um,
Hmm.
but at the same token, I still think that black people are hypocrites when it comes to comedy. So for me, the race line in comedy is very, very thin. When you're doing stuff that's just outright ignorant, I really don't kind of find that funny. Um,
So you didn't enjoy Dave Chappelle on his when he did his stuff.
some of them I'm sure I did. Dave Chappelle is funny. That's why I say it's a thin line. Depends on what it is. Like it
I
has
got
to
you.
be for me. It has to be, for lack of a better way of saying, it has to be intelligent. It can't just be like a typical stereotype of us, and that's how you making fun of us. Like that's not funny to me. That's insulting. That's a problem in my community that needs to be solved. That's not something for me to sit poke and laugh at. Um, Women that look like me carrying themselves in that manner. That's not funny to me. Um,
Hmm.
with white folks, even I can't really think of anything. I can't think of anything with white people that would be insulting because I mean, essentially, well, I mean, what can you say about a white person that could be insulting?
So on me, I can't think of them right now. I mean, nothing really.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing
Like
really.
even with the situation as far as the topic of the Andy, whatever his name is, the guy that was the CEO. I posted in our thread, they was talking about just the damage of what he did, how it trickles down, and how people are just looking at the money of it, and they started breaking down the statistics of what his children are now susceptible to, that they've been exposed to the fact of him cheating. And they were like, they're X amount of times more likely to be divorced now. They're X amount of times more likely to be involved in a violent crime or be a victim of a violent crime. There are X amount of times to be more likely to be exposed to this, that, and the third. And I was reading it, and I don't, within me, I was like, I hope I'm not being insensitive. But even though we may look at this statistically and be like they're more prone now because of their father cheating to be susceptible or a part of these statistics, with the amount of money that they have, I'm not sure that that's a reality for them.
Yeah. I'm
Like
like,
all the statistics, maybe the mental health stuff, but as far as like some of the other stuff, no, I don't think so.
but that happened in a lot of families. Even it's just not really broadcast. This is happening to be a high profile case. A lot of them
Exactly.
people be having low key be rich. That's they whatever they gonna do, they still gonna do it regardless.
Correct.
Like I don't
Even
really think that's really affect white families like that.
well, honestly, I'm not sure that it affects families with money. Like we could take out
Well,
the
money, yeah, yeah. We'll go with the money,
yeah,
yes.
with
With the money
money.
factor.
The reason I say with money is because people hated Kevin Samuels because he tried to tell them, the women that believe this anyway, they were always like, "Oh, I want this high quality man." Is that what they call him? A high value man. That's it.
High value, yeah.
High value man. And their definition of a high value man was just basically a man that had a bunch of money. It didn't have anything really to do with his characteristics or anything. It had all to
Nope.
do with his money. So what he was trying to get them to realize is, I hang with people that you're talking about. The people that you are describing, these are people that I rub shoulders with every day. I'm going to tell you, they're not going to want you.
Hmm? They're looking for a certain caliber. Once you start getting that
Not
money,
only that, not only that, not only that, but even if you are that caliber, whether you, I'll say this, whether you are or you aren't, if they did accept you, you're not going to have them exclusively.
oh no, nah. They definitely gonna be getting down with a whole bunch, and you want to accept that fact too. You gonna be out that circle.
That part. So with this, I don't think that this is foreign behavior for people in his air, his caliber or whatever, with the amount of money that he has. He just was stupid enough to be booed up enough to get caught on kiss cam. I'm sure his
Hmm.
wife was not oblivious to this. I mean, if you're a woman, you know your husband. He might be a CEO and he might say, "Oh, I gotta work, I gotta work." You know your husband pattern, and you can smell when something going on.
Oh yeah.
So it was just the fuel that she needed, or the evidence that she needed for a court to be able to say, "Okay, yeah, I want to leave him," because I thought he was cheating on me, but here, the whole world knows he's cheating on me now, so I'm gonna leave him.
What if she set that up? What if she put some money in on it? Like, look, I need you to find. I know my husband gonna be here. Swing that camera on him. If he had money like that, listen, I think it had to be set up. It got to be.
What y'all think, Lady V and Book and FAP? You here? What y'all think?
Come on, somebody draw my conspiracy theory that had been set up.
I
Somebody got
don't
to think
think
so.
it was set up. Nope. I don't think it was.
You know
Not
what
at
set up?
all. I
So
think
it's
the
just random.
reaction was. I think the reaction was very organic.
So
um.
he set up as far as like the like Coldplay putting a camera on them. He's saying he think the wife set it up, not the
Yeah, so
baby.
she get that money. And be like, look, he cheating. I get out this relationship.
That's nasty work. If it was now,
I'm just telling you, man. When you got money, a lot of things is possible now. You can make a
that's
lot.
real nasty
I
work
have to
right there.
agree.
We
I
seen
agree with
things.
Jahi. I think it was set
That
up.
is what
Nah,
the
you have to pay. You have to pay like Coldplay. A lot of people, a lot of things come into play with that. I don't think because
that makes sense.
even the dude said like unless they have an affair or they really shy, one or the other. But
Really shy. How you
Right.
really shy? You out there sneaking
He hit
around?
it
You're
dead on
not
the head
shy.
too.
Hey, let me tell you something. Just because he said that don't mean he wasn't paid.
You said just because you said who?
Just because he said they're either having an affair or they're really shy, it don't mean he wasn't paid.
Oh,
It
yeah,
okay.
just means he
possibly.
was a good
But
paid actor.
I don't see that. Not set up like that. They just. I mean, they got busted. I mean, sneaking around. That's what happened. Like preachers say all the time. It's gonna come up.
Oh, come up.
Yeah.
Somebody, I saw somebody post. They said, "What's done in the dark comes to light at a Coldplay concert."
I
Man,
know it was
cool.
Cam on stage.
Oh, that's what he's the one
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's freaking hilarious. I've seen somebody else say Coldplay hadn't come up with a single for years, but they made two last
Yes.
night.
Man, Coldplay ain't been trending in a year. They trending now.
What you
I
Folks
was
gonna
say?
about
go
to
to
say
their
that too.
concert just because.
Everybody who don't know Coldplay now, you gonna start looking them up. Like, man, who that?
Who is
Man,
that?
Coldplay can get
Who
high
doesn't
When
value.
they
know
got? I want to go
Coldplay?
to their next concert.
Man,
Yup.
now,
Who doesn't
and
know
then
Coldplay by
Coldplay
now?
themselves
I
came
ain't know
out.
who they was until
You
now.
didn't?
Ooh. For real?
I'm just found out. Yeah.
Man, Viva La Vida. Woo!
Shout out to Princess. She posted. What she posted says, "First date, we going to a Coldplay concert. I'm trying to see if you stay on camera." Hi. Oh man, this is freaking hilarious. They weren't high value women. What is a high value woman, Face P? Come on, let's get that.
mm.
You said they weren't high
Oh,
value women
but when we can't no
because
word.
we briefly spoke on how high value men on that platform were simply accredited to being high value because of their money. What
Right.
Kevin Samuels was trying to get these tramps to see was that the people that are actually within their reach are more high value than the men that they're trying to reach for that are out of their reach, and they just want to use them um for their little goods. That's the best I can say on this family show. But
Yeah, keep it family friendly.
yes, family friendly. But he was saying that those men, he grew up around those men. They were hard workers. They were diligent about taking care of their family, things of that nature. But the hot thoughts nowadays, they just want somebody with money. But that's just because of social media and stuff like that. And then things that were also instilled in them um, by women around them, and maybe even some men around them. Because we blame a lot of women for stuff, but men might have a hand in some of this stuff too. But
They do, because most of these men write those lyrics that these girls sing.
That is true now. That is
Boom.
definitely true.
talk to 'em, boy.
You
There it is.
I
You
mean,
right.
look at Travis Hunter. Mm.
did what happened, Travis?
I said, look at Travis Hunter.
Oh
That
yeah.
joke can't nobody tell him nothing. And you know, after he got married, I don't hear nothing else about it. Give about 1 or 2 years, they'll be back. They getting divorced somewhere.
Hey, his wife supposedly made a video talking about, I guess, stuff getting hard and all that. I'm just like, yeah, she about to make a whole market out of this.
Oh, come
And the
on. Are
man
you
divorced court.
serious?
Yeah.
See, I don't. I would hate for that for anybody. Even with what we know. Um, trying to think of how to frame this so y'all don't accuse me of preaching. I'll just
I
say
mean,
this.
you out there.
That's sad. I say that because when for the most, especially in that situation, I'm
Should
not gonna
accuse you of preaching.
because I'm not teaching y'all nothing. If I say something that's
Accuse you of the truth.
Oh,
whatever.
when you say y'all, clarify.
Well, if
Who's
it
y'all?
don't
That's
apply
like
to
Kevin and
you,
his
then
crew.
what you working for? I don't
Hmm?
remember Rich ever accusing me. If that's what Rich is looking for, I don't remember Rich
Okay,
ever.
okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure. When you say
The
y'all,
man,
I'm like, you
How you
know.
gonna
uh,
blame us? How you gonna
Hey,
blame us
yeah,
for
he
his
he he
marriage?
Listen,
hasn't accused you openly.
Jay
It's
Rich receives all of what you preach. That's why.
All your doctrine.
For one, she never even preached before. Everything she said, I already knew.
that
So
part,
she
That's
came
not
to
the
preach.
listen.
you,
Listen. That's not the point. That's not the point.
What's the point?
The point is, it might be a listening ear that don't know. And guess
and
what?
then
She
they
enlightened it.
figure it out. I still
And
hadn't
she
caught
en- and then she enlightened it.
And
That's
she ain't
all.
like,
We just got to
she
be
dropped a
careful.
rich
We
word
got to
on
be
him.
indeed. We just got to be careful.
to a
That's all.
point. They're like, "Oh, I ain't figured that out." I say it in a way to where I ain't trying to be funny, and part of me really don't want to do this, but
Don't do it then.
no, I have
Oh,
to.
that's simple enough.
It's kind of like how preacher talks about Shaul. Like you not gonna understand.
Oh,
All
you
right,
better hold
y'all.
it
All right.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, y'all.
All right,
Yeah.
She
Shalom.
said, "Oh."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
She said.
right.
She
Uh-huh.
Now,
said.
Shalom.
Shalom.
She said, "Look."
Shalom. Shalom.
She said. She said,
Shalom.
if she don't say it. Look, she said, if she don't say it, these rocks gonna cry out.
That's like, yes, just like
I
preacher
gotta
said.
go.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm just saying it's
I
the
gotta
I
same
go.
thing.
have
If
a
you know
uh,
it's not gonna make sense.
How you
the
gonna
yoke
quote
of the
books
devil
and
is
then repeat it?
destroyed.
Y'all are
Y'all
sick.
wrong. Y'all, but
Put the gift, bud. Put the gift out there.
Baby, you ain't off the hook. What is from the mouth of a lady? What is a high value woman?
Can y'all hear?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we hear
Can
you.
y'all hear? Okay, I wasn't sure. I don't know. I won't say what a high value woman is. I can say what it is not when they were calling him. Basically, they were shaming hardworking men, men who were hands on, who had these trades. They acted like it was disgusting to be with a man like that. And these were people with, I mean, I'm not downing people with kids because, I mean, it's not like that, but these were women who had kids, didn't have, might not have had much going for themselves. And it was just like, how can you be so disgusted by a hardworking man? And you, I mean, I don't know, they're delusional with social media. Now, like I said, I won't say what a real high value woman is. We can let the people in the chat tell us what a high value woman is. But I know that those women calling him that were talking like that were not high value women.
I'd agree. I'd agree. I will. Yeah.
Those women were the table. They didn't bring nothing to the table. They were the table. They are the prize.
And
That's all I
I
got.
am the prize.
I'm gonna say this.
Sick.
think that I think that the reality of things is grossly obscured. And the reason I say that is because I thought about this today too, because I saw someone standing on the corner begging for money and it said something about love that brother or something on their sign. And I was thinking to myself how people will not go to the book to find a proper way of living, but they will go to the book and find everything that they can to manipulate and finagle somebody into doing what they want them to do for them. And I say that to say we understand what the parameters are when it comes to the position and role of a husband and a wife, and what a man is supposed to bring to that situation and what a woman is supposed to bring to that situation. And I think what happens with a lot of women is, for one, they lose touch with where they are, they lose touch with who they are, and they lose touch with what the word I don't think I've heard preacher say this word in a long time, but he said a lot, practical, with what's actually practical for you. What's practical for you is not what you see on the internet. It's not what you see on television. But it has made you believe, and I'm not saying this to say that everyone that says this is a liar, but there are a lot of women on the internet. I know my worth. This is what I'm worth. You are praising, and that's good in some instant, but also a self-appraiser can be biased. That's like you when you get make modifications to your car. You might get a DVD player and all this stuff to your car, and you like, oh, this make my car worth whatever. It actually depreciates the value of your car. This only is good for you. This doesn't
Mm-hmm.
enhance. This doesn't enhance the car. This doesn't do anything away from the car. I mean, do anything for the car. It actually takes away from the car. But you're riding around with this car thinking that your car is so much better than everybody else's because you have these augmentations. Same thing with these women, whether they really have augmentations or not. Either way, there are exceptions to the rule where you will get people from two completely different worlds. A man will look at a woman and he's not looking at her money. At least as far as this is what I'm told by the men that I've been around. They're not looking at your money because they still have to make their own money to be able to take care of you. So what you make really don't matter much to them, because if you go down, then there's no money. So they're not looking at your money. They're looking at your personality. They're looking at how you carry yourself. They're looking at how you treat people. They're looking at how you treat yourself. They're looking at things in that right. A woman, I would like to think, since I am one, we just want to feel secure and make sure that we're taken care of. But some women, I think, take that a little too far outside of what's practical for them. So they look at people like basketball players. Even with the movie The Officer and the Gentleman, they had like a whole season where they would hold themselves out to the guys in school because they were
Mm-hmm.
like, you want to make officer. And if you make officer, then I'm going to be a military wife and I ain't got to do nothing but take care of kids and get pregnant and stay home. Like,
Yep.
that's like a career path for some women.
That was a
Mm-hmm. I
good
forgot about
movie.
that movie.
That was
That
a
was a
really
good
good
movie.
movie. And I'm not sure if I'd seen it before, but this last time we had to watch it, I realized, wow, that was like a whole thing. That was like a seasonal thing for them. She was like, I do this every year. What? You blow yourself out every
Yep.
year until
And that
somebody
that military wife position ain't no joke. You
Even
better
they be
make sure
scouting, even
you
sports.
make sure you gotta make
They
sure
want to
you
scout out
strong
sports
for
players
that.
though.
What is
I've
They be
it
they be
like
seen
knowing the
though?
I've seen
basketball season. Huh?
I've seen well Jeremy had to go out, to Afghanistan. He was gone for 7 months. He's supposed to be gone for like a year and a half, but he ended up hitting the IED and got scrap metal in his back, so they sent him home early. I had other wives with me who went out. They husband was out in the same platoon with them. Went out deployment. Not too long after that, niggas coming in the house. They straight cheating. Uh, Most of the husbands give them power of attorney. While they're
mm,
gone, they handle all the bills, everything. They come back. They done sold everything. They gone.
oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, they still have full authority over their check. Because whenever they go, overseas, they get paid more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on the 15th and at the end of the month you
Church.
get paid.
Yep.
So I mean, loose parties. They definitely were not like that when their husband was there.
Of course
Turned
not.
to a whole different animals. Straight chick. Like I had this one. Her name was Ina, Aina, when we stationed in Hawaii. So she told me that her and her husband Ryan were divorced. So what did I do? She was looking for someone else. I hooked her up with one of my brothers. She paid for his hotel. Not for his hotel, for his flight. First class. And that's my brother. He's like huge. He's like 6'6". First
Mm.
class over there. He gets over there. It's way before the way, y'all. Way before the way. Okay. Keep that in mind. Way before the way. Um, they, do what they do. He driving his Cadillac Escalade through the island. I mean, like they a whole couple.
Mm.
He gets back. When he gets back, she blames me for the whole incident. And I'm like, wait a minute. You told me y'all was divorced. No, they were not. Her husband
Yeah.
was pissed. Come to my brother DMs going off this and like, we going off what she said. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know her. I met her through basketball or whatnot. But you told us that, you were divorced. And
Right.
like I said, before the way, divorce, like, okay, y'all divorced, okay, somebody you can get somebody else and get her. Yeah, terrible. And when he left
Goodness.
again, she did the same thing. But we weren't friends at that point.
That's
That's
crazy.
why the husband still kept her. He just kept rocking
Yep,
with her.
he stayed with her. They had 3 kids that I used to keep all the doggone time because she was drunk all the doggone time. Kids wasn't
Mm.
getting singing about. They wasn't eating. Like I couldn't just leave them out there like that. It was
Mm-hmm.
Cece, Beza, and her nickname was Moo Moo. Cute
Everybody.
little girls.
And put the business on like this.
Exactly. Calling everybody name.
But nah, you know why
But
he
yeah,
stayed with her? Because he was doing the same thing.
He probably
that,
guaranteed.
that, that's probably definitely
That
100% true.
military life is a whole different beast, man. I had no idea. No idea.
wow. So our listeners, they say, shout out to Nell Bill. She says value and worth is going to differ from person to person. There isn't going to be one blanket definition. I can argue that there is one definition that is superior to all others, but the fact of the matter is that definition won't fit everyone. I agree. Shout out to Sarah. She says Stuart Mesa could have held his own soap opera.
And
That
she
is
not lying. That's
insane.
on Camp Pendleton. She not lying.
Mm.
Whole couple seasons in 2 months.
Goodness,
Mm.
good. Now, this is something what Nell said. This is something that I learned before I got married. Um, all the more now that I'm married. So you'll have an idea of, oh, a man want this, a man want that, a man want this, and you'll realize that you're operating in generalizations. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of I don't think I'm not sure if this is the person I'm thinking about. But anyway, I was saying all of these things like, oh, I think a man will want this and he'll probably want this and he'll probably want that. And he looked at me and he was like, you do realize that we're all different. Like, I might not want that. Somebody else might want that, but I might not want that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you might feel like you have to do that for this person, but this person probably doesn't want that. And I'm learning that in my marriage because there are things I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to do this. This is what I'm gonna do. And my husband like, I'm good, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well I can do this. And he like, nah, I'm good, I got that. But you could do this though. So it's like I think what happens with the internet is the internet gives a blanket opinion and a bunch of people get together with a blanket opinion and try to push that as a rule. But like Chanel said, it doesn't fit everyone. So um like even with women that might agree with some of the things that men say, some of the other women, oh, y'all just pick me, y'all just want somebody to pick you. I mean, well, you don't. I mean,
Right.
that don't even make sense what you're saying. So yes, I believe that there are a lot of opinions getting pushed as fact. But as far as military is concerned, yeah, I ain't never been. I lived in a military town, but I ain't never had that
Where
perspective.
Jacksonville had the Air Force Base?
Yeah, I lived in Atlantic Beach, which is right up from Mayport. I went to Mayport Middle School, so I went to school with the military kids, but
Hmm.
I didn't know what's going on in their lives.
Right.
Everybody was just told where I was at. So
Everybody was old.
I mean they were. They didn't you ain't have to have no military family. You be right up the street. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't. I have heard of the women kind of dogging their men while they're gone, but I did not know about the power of attorney stuff. That's crazy. That get you killed.
Yeah. I'm surprised we ain't had more like deaths like that in the military. There used to be a lot of. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna say suicide rate is high though from depression and all that stuff. So it might not be
Exactly.
a
You
lot of
come,
murders, but
you go back to, you go to war, and oh yeah, man. I'm waiting to get back home to my wife. Come back. You've been gone a year, and your wife done had a baby. What?
yeah, they
I
got
know it
hurt.
ain't mine. You know,
Hmm.
and she done moved on. Like, how do you start over? The
Right.
mind is shot from the PTSD and everything, all the trauma. Like, how do you move on from that?
Yeah, that's a tough situation.
They
Or
it is.
now some other jokers calling your little girl calling him daddy. Like what?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I know that you all in the military, like if you're in the military and you cheat and you get caught, y'all can be charged for that, can you not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So
supposed to be, but they sweep that stuff under the rug so much.
Yep.
Yeah,
your
they
spouse,
don't
Everything
take
is
that
very
serious.
or
lenient.
no,
Say it
Huh?
again.
your spouse can't be charged.
It's very lenient.
Yeah, it is. You know, I've never seen a spouse get charged. I seen like maybe a dude might get busted in rank, but that's hardly, if ever. Yeah, I don't never see that really or seen it.
I think the spouse should be charged just like the person. If you're in the military and you cheat and you can be charged for that, your spouse should do the same. Because my understanding is, if you, what, how do I say it? If I'm a military wife, I'm not in the military,
Mm,
but I have preference to work at certain places because I'm a military spouse. I get certain perks. My medical stuff, I get the same medical coverage you get. Basically, I get all of the same perks that you get. So why do I not get charged with adultery if I'm cheating on you and lose all of that? Because obviously I didn't care about the value of it if I was willing to throw it all away for some civilian or
right.
somebody.
No, I'm with
You're
you.
you're talking from the end that you're the military wife that cheated
No, yes. If I'm not in the military directly,
because
but
you're
I
not government property. You didn't sign nothing.
but technically I am to a degree.
Technically, you not. You ain't signed no papers. I ain't signed no papers. I was what they would call a civvy as well, but I was just married
Yeah,
to. I didn't sign no papers. I'm not the one going out the war. I'm not government property. He is, or in some instances, she is. No, you can't hold me to that. I'm not under that law.
Well, I don't have to pay for your medical either. Cause my tax dollars paying for all your medical and all this stuff that you keeping you healthy to go cheat on this man who risking his life or this woman who risking her life.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was not the family.
Unfortunately, they don't care. They care about the mission. That's it. Get the
That's
mission accomplished. It's like preacher always say, like they don't really want you being married. Like that's just something they just throw in there. Like that's really a hindrance on everything.
wow. Sarah said one day, well, no, she said there was a lady in our cul-de-sac that kept telling us her husband kept her caged up. We thought she was on crack. One day, someone called the MPs on them, and they had the garage open, and they were indeed cages in the garage. They did not have dogs.
Goodness, she made that thing literally
She literally kept he kept up. And
caged
Dang.
up.
what in the
That's
world?
crazy.
100. The wife did not sign for the bill. She told
Oh,
her husband. I'm
oh,
sorry.
you know what? That to I
Now.
guess you can. This kind of is related to it. It was a good friend of my spouse at the time. His name was Moses. He was under him. Um, I remember his wife. She actually died. Um, I think it was around Stuart Mesa. Sarah, who was on Camp Pendleton, and she died. She had twins, and he came home and he found them on the floor. Of course, they tried to say that it was that he had some involvement in it, but it was no way. He was at work the whole time, and just knowing Mosley, like the man was told up. They were not trying to pay for anything at the time. Um,
Mm.
because it was like, she ain't part of the military type thing. Like he literally had to fight. I don't even know if he even got it approved, but he was fighting. I remember Jeremy was helping him out with that because he was a corporal at the time. But military can be very dirty. If you're not directly tied to them, they don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So what was the cause of her death? Is it suicide?
No, I think she was having complications with carrying the twins,
Mm.
and I believe they found it was blood coming out of her mouth or something, so it definitely had to be something with the kids.
Goodness. Yeah, I know they're
Yeah,
trying to work
it,
their way
it,
around
it was
that.
their it was their first child. Well, first two. So it was her first pregnancy, and it would have been their first babies together. Yeah, it was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Wow,
did
wow.
she ever end up getting paid, or you don't know?
I don't know, cause right after that we moved to Hawaii, and I don't think he had much contact with him after that. I mean, he
Mm.
probably could, but he never really talked about it anymore. So I don't know
Yeah.
if he ever got compensated for it or not.
Oh,
And
okay.
they were from Virginia.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
from Virginia.
Mhm.
Were they lovers?
This Negro.
Don't
All right, y'all, I'm gone. That was horrible.
don't even worry about it.
You done grieved this man.
Don't even worry about it. Ain't no need
It's
to.
somebody in the military, though. That's all. That's all. But
Don't somebody say something about Virginians for lovers
Yeah, that's a slogan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the slogan, but
and the men in peace. You should be
pull up the darn statistics. They probably got the lowest love rate in the darn United States.
love it. Let's see. What we looking for? How many lovers are in uh, Virginia?
Yeah, tear it down.
Let me see. Chat GPT. Let's ask Chat GPT.
Listen,
How
all you
many
gotta do is see
lovers?
Badport News, Virginia. You gonna know ain't no lovers over there.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Nothing but crime.
speaking of Faith, did we catch the verdict with the track runner girl with that situation? Like that just
Oh,
kind
I
of
found out.
phased out. What happened with that?
Oh yeah, they did show
You
up. I
remember
forgot
that?
all about her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't face her right on out.
I don't know. Let's find out. Cause I saw one recently with a guy, and that guy he did it. He did it. He was number two. He turned around. He got close up to number one. He punched that man. That wasn't
Oh
no
goodness.
accident. He didn't lose no baton. He punched that man. Let's see what happens to the track runner that hit her opponent in the head. Let's see, cause she was on tour crying, and all she had to do was
On
apologize.
tour. She had a crying tour.
Okay, so Aaliyah, I think I pronounced that right. Everett, a senior at IC Norcom. Okay. In Portsmouth, Virginia, hit rival runner Colleen Tucker in the head with her baton during the Class 3 state indoor 4x200. Nobody cares about that. We trying to find out what happened. All right. She
You said you
was
want to see
hospitalized
Uncharted? Okay.
with a concussion, excuse me, and a skull fracture. A misdemeanor and assault file was charged against Everett. They got death threats. In summary, the accident occurred, resulting in injury, unresolved issues, legal outcome. They just charged her with a misdemeanor.
Goodness.
Yeah, they just charged her with a misdemeanor.
Uh,
She went on her crying tour, and that was the end of it. Okay, so apologize and let's move on. That's probably why we did move on because nobody
Yeah,
cared.
that thing
Nobody.
blew up quick.
It
It
was.
did,
It was.
but it
It
wasn't like
was.
the Coldplay thing. I haven't seen nothing like that. Nothing. Mm-mm. Theo don't
Top
even.
tier.
Theo ain't even all over everywhere like Coldplay was.
Mm-mm.
Nah. I see him. He about 80 something percent. And my timeline probably still full of Coldplay stuff. Welcome to the future. I didn't pay not a
It is.
damn bill in this whole hour. There was not a damn request, and that's fine. What we gonna ask y'all to do?
Put me. Can I request the sparkles? I want to hear about the beautiful brown bear and the hour
What
preacher sermon.
what I was gonna say is we gonna suspend requests because remember we're not on the platform. We renegade.
Oh yeah, shoot. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind
we
We
then.
renegade.
can again.
So if you were
Disregard,
able to
disregard.
listen to the show live tonight, guess what? That was an exclusive for you. We were able to stream live, simultaneous Facebook, YouTube, and Telegram, even though we weren't supposed to. But we were supposed to, and that's why it happened. We appreciate each and
What?
every one of you. If you understand, you understand. If you
I'm
ain't,
not kidding, but it was
mm. Talk to
funny.
your disciples.
I'm just saying. If it was for you, it was for you. If it wasn't, it wasn't.
If they
If
ain't getting what you
if
spitting, it
you ain't
wasn't made
getting what
for
I'm
'em.
speeding, then it ain't for no yellow carrot.
I didn't even say that, but I did say that. Y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people? We 16 minutes in the Mexican overtime.
Just
Take
take
care
care
of
of your
your
body.
bodies. Hey, you can't take my line, man. Get out of
You have
here.
You can have it. What you eat?
Mmm.
bodies. Y'all take care of.
What you eat?
They gonna say it in reverse more.
Buddy,
This
y'all take care of.
he
That's
ain't that.
hilarious.
Don't worry about it. All right, y'all. It's been real. We appreciate you spending this time with us. How do for
It's
hanging
the
in there
real
with the technical
tips.
difficulties. Check us out. You will permit next Monday. Stay tuned. We'll figure out whether we're gonna be on Telegram again or whether the new platform will do what it's supposed to do. Either way, you will permit. We will be here for you. Definitely keep it locked in the chat. The chat has been pretty lively. It's been pretty awesome lately.
Yeah. And like
So
Shaul said, no.
I'm done. House and
Yeah.
salute to each of you. Go ahead and take
uh,
365.
Have y'all.
But he's playing 365. Shalom.
Live
Till
365
next
out.
time.
365. You know what I mean?
365.
More
more,
life.
more rummy, more Coldplay,
More any, you know what I mean?
more Kiss Cam. Cool play, y'all.
Hey, welcome back. Or if it's your first time